Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? Found my pause. Yes. So, how are you today? Saying hello. So, welcome to my channel. I'm Chris Quiloe from Querétaro in Mexico. And here we are, transmitting live. Going to check my settings, put my volume down so I can do something here in chat. Just let's go and get live chat. So I'm going to put testing message. Okay, here we are. Yes, okay. So let's see. Supposedly this is working. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this here just in case people come in. I'll be able to see this much better. So, how are you today? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're having a nice Saturday. Today I'm just going to be coloring. It's just so hot that I haven't been able to really get inspired to do my projects. And summer school, of course. So I'm going to show you what my students finished on Tuesday. Some scenes, the level. I put a couple of photos of these in Instagram. Some feedback. And two of these students are with me again. We started on Thursday. So look at these. These are cute scenes. And we have got quite nice ideas here. I'm going to show you not all of them. I'm going to show you just some. This is another one. Yeah, this one was good. So there you go. These are things that I normally ask the students to do, and it gives me instant feedback of how they feel with the class. What is a little bit more worrisome is that the moment I have students coming back to my levels or to my groups, it's like, okay, now we have to upgrade the game. So it has to be much better. I'm having some pending projects to do that I'm organizing here, sorry. I need to do one in black paper, one in gray paper, another one with graphite. But normally before I do those, what I like doing is experimenting in color paper like this, or like the one that you saw here, that I will explain. This is my gouache testing page. Yesterday I normally give English classes, English as a foreign language. But one of my neighbors was very interested in learning how to draw and use watercolors. but we have already moved into mixed media. So we are not just using watercolor anymore, we're using gouache, we're using color pencil, we're using Inktense, and we're mixing everything to get to see the best of each one so we can use them properly. And here we are experimenting with watercolor, with gouache, and color pencil. So she's a little bit more advanced in the coloring than I do. I have to continue this one and finish it for next Friday. So I hope I have enough time. Another thing that I finished during the week was this cute photo of these chickens. As far as I can remember, I was coloring this one last week, Saturday. So now it's done, it's finished. This is the original artist. So he is the one credited for the picture. I just did this one to test the technique of gouache and water-based markers. And I like it. And I like it on this paper particularly. This paper is good for everything. This is a watercolor path. Just put this back here. Ooh, it just dropped some things here. Okay, and this week got, oh, it's going to shine that much here. Let's see if we can eliminate this. I got this set that I wanted to test. That is the set of 12 skin color. I'm just in love with the black wood, you know. So here's the complete set. And it's really, really creamy. I liked how it goes down paper. This is a very textured paper with a lot of tooth. So it's good for pastel colors, old pastels and things like that. And I had from some time ago, let's put this out because I'm going to use these colors. I think this set has been around like probably 12 years. It's practically new, except for the darker colors. And here I have just sharpened these two a little bit more, probably the grays, this one as well. But I was thinking that these colors, that they also lay really, really softly on paper, could be very good for animal fur. But first, as one teacher told me, well, first test your material with the original aim, and later you can just go and worry about testing this with something else. So that's what I'll be doing. Very soon I won't need my light here because the sun is coming out. Birds are flying around. It's really a blessing to wake up to the bird sounds in the morning. So I'm trying to work with dark skin, and I think, and this is something quite interesting, I think that it's going to be one of the first times I'll try to color darker skins. So I'm into programs like DALL-E and Leonardo, artificial intelligence, and they help you a little bit create some images. So you can more or less, because it's not exactly the same, you can more or less get to see the color scheme that you can be using. So I'm taking this as inspiration for this. Obviously the head position is not the same, but it's a good help, I think. So anyway, let's see how it goes. So I'm going to try and finish today, not necessarily on camera, maybe the flowers with wash, and then probably add a little bit of shading. And then I printed yesterday some freebies in the color groups that I normally post. Well, I really don't post, I just see the posts. I just follow the hobbyists and the colorists there. So on Friday they give away freebies, and I printed this one on a color paper, peach paper. So I'm going to test this one quite soon. I also have this one. I think the level, the complexity is really nice. This is also recycled paper. So or recycled paper, the good thing is that you have more tooth. This one is too soft, but I think the colors will work. We'll try and see how it goes. And this is cute little mouse that I'm going to be working with and probably test the skin tones. This one, I think it will be good for the Faber-Castell and the Lyra ones because it's also recycled paper. This one that is normal print paper, I'm not sure. Probably a creamy one will affect my darks or probably will smear this. So these pages are practically just for tests. Not sure if I'll be able to start them on camera, but we'll try. So let's put this here so we don't have a lot of problems with the glare in here. Take out your wash. Make sure it's moistured enough. Take out your cheap water-based markers. You don't need something really expensive here. I'm going to moist these. Let's see if I can find my moisturizer. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Just need a bit of water and time to listen to the birds and paint a little bit. Okay, not sure. The birds are my soundtrack. remember where my camera is. If this is the first time you visit my channel, please share and subscribe. I don't have time to do a lot of videos during the week. Editing takes quite much right now. And I need to get an external hard drive to save my recorded material. So that's why I have not been able to do editing as in the first videos that I have here on my channel. There's no speaking in. It's just music, my hands coloring, some tips, and that's it. These you can just dip it and have like a very pastel water-based color, and then as the ink flows you can just play around and paint. The other tip doesn't work that well, I have tested. It's the brushed one, the one that works much better. Just check the temperature of my camera. Okay, I think this is the same color. I won't be online much with the people I normally follow, so I still have to prepare 2 more days of classes, that is 10 hours. So this is the first time I give this level of English during the summer. Then the semester is easier because it's just 2 or 3 times a week, so they do a lot of things outside the classroom. But summer means 5 hours inside a classroom, So I have to prepare a lot of very dynamic activities. So they don't go to sleep. That's the main concern. These roses are so small. Oops, there is a delay. Sorry about that. Big delay going on. Still not sure if I will stream tomorrow. It all depends on how much I get done. This is what I call Tutti Frutti page. Lots of things going on here, nothing that will probably look coherent to some colorists out there because it's a test page. The moment I feel more comfortable with this technique, I could probably plan something a bit bigger with less detail because the tips are a little bit complicated. So let's see. Saturdays I have a little more time to stream. I know that I'm probably overlapping with somebody. It's almost sure. But Sunday definitely has become a little bit more complicated because of the overlapping. Let me go and see if I'm overlapping with somebody. Not really, just posted videos. Let me see, where am I here? Oh, that's why I can't find my correct account, because I'm not in my channel. Okay, let's see if I have somebody on. Not really. So welcome if you're watching in the background. I'm not speaking much. The idea is just color. By the way, it's 6:30 here in Mexico, Mountain Time. And the birds start singing at around 4:30 a.m. So if you like early mornings, this is a place to be. If you don't, we have a problem. Okay, this is still on camera. Okay. I showed this technique last Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, I think. So you can go watch those videos from last Saturday and Sunday. They are like 1 hour videos. Hi Marty. Good morning. Welcome. Just coloring these with an experiment. White wash sitting on top of a wet towel and water brushes. Well, they are markers actually, not water brushes. Go ahead, Marty. I'm going to be here like 1 more hour. No school today. This delay thing just makes me crazy. The sun is out, so yeah. We are going to have a very clear and sunny day. It was cooler at night. I didn't feel it was the same heat last night as the other days. But still, no clouds, no rain. We need some water here. It's the disadvantage to live in the desert. This year has been very, very dry. We normally have these temperatures in March, April, and then starting May, we have more showers, we have more rain. June and July were famous for having been very rainy months and cold. Well, cold in a sense, but this year, because of the El Nino coming, now it's very, very hot. Temperatures above 100 Fahrenheit. There's a scarcity of ice, water in the stores. We have electricity problems in the grid because people are abusing from fans, air conditioning, and things like that. So, yeah. We were not ready. One of my friends went to the store to try and get a fan, and it's going to be delivered by the end of July. So we don't know if by the end of July this will continue or not. And the problem with leaving the windows open is the dust. We still have a lot of construction sites around, and it's very windy, so everything gets dusty. And we have allergies due to the dust. But well, we have medicine for that. And people normally just go hiking or very, very early in the morning. So we're talking about 6 to 7, they go and hike. Or they definitely wait until 6:37 at night to go and walk their dogs and hike around the parks and the lakes. I have posted some videos of hiking in the afternoon because it's impossible to do it in the morning. It's just too hot. I have a meme here, but it's in Spanish. But it's very fun. I also dislike wind, Marty. I think it's not good, but the only advantage that I can see it's that we don't have a lot of pollution. I'm going to show you this one that says, "Don't go out. The sun is ugly." This is my favorite meme right now. Poor guy. But yes. I'm going to send this to my sisters. Oh, I made a video of my students playing in class, but as I don't have permission to show it, then I'll better keep it private. There are a lot of memes like that. And yeah, that poor guy. So I'm going to send that one to my sisters today. I think the weather is as bad as here in Mexico City. It used to be rainy during this month to the point of the streets being flooded and now this terrible traffic mess and things like that. Well, same situation. They do have water problems. They have ice problems. Wow. I think all the countries having big issues here. My dad was watching a movie last night, a war movie, so he's not going to be waking up early today. Oh my god. That's a long time, Marty. October to May. Oh my god, I complain a lot, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to, like, be there for lots of cloudy days or things like that. I think I will get depressed. My cat is downstairs making a mess. Just heard him. He's hyperactive at this time of the day. I don't know why. Oh no, I know why. There's a bird, big black bird, that comes every morning. And he stands there on the ceiling, like here, like, and the cat is here. And he's like cooing like coo, 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 coo all the time, and my cat just goes crazy. Of course, he cannot jump. What is the height of my house? The second floor. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to convert this one, but it's around 6 meters, so it's pretty high because we have high ceilings. So there's no way he can catch that bird. So I think he comes and mocks my cat, like, hey, you cannot get me. So don't be so sure, bird. My cat is a master hunter. He has, and it's very sad, but he has killed so far 2 hummingbirds. It's really sad, but I was too late to rescue the bird. Well, the 2 birds. So who knows? Hello, Stacy. Good morning. Welcome. Later today, I'll drop by your streaming, Stacy. I'll be there in the background because I'm normally having breakfast when you stream. But I'll be there in the background. Yes, Marty, they are really fast. So you can imagine how fast my cat is. He's a big, big bad cat when it comes to moving fast. This is looking cute. I haven't been able to watch a lot of streaming these last 3 weeks. And it's going to be 2 more weeks of that until July the 10th when I finish summer school. And then I have to do preparation for the semester. I mean, it's not really that much time that I'm going to have off. But at least I won't be in front of a group for 5 hours. That's going to be good. Okay. This is drying already, but I think it's good purpose. And you can get to see that the water, the ink, it's absorbed by the baby towel, so it really keeps your material clean. So I'll change this one for the other color because I don't think it's going to be, it's just a bit that is missing here. So it's not going to be good enough for my other pink. But look at this. These ones are already shaded and these are in progress. This one's shaded. This is in progress. Everything is in progress here. But we'll take some Prismacolor Junior here. Add some shading and you'll be good. Dog time. I don't know where that dog is, but his barking is just so loud. Let me take my mess out. Yes, right? This one looks nice. special effects, but it's making the paper a little bit like not flat, not really good. Okay, I'm going to use this one. This is the Infinite Pencil. I'm going to use this one. Purple, where are you? Oh, here. These are blenders. So this part is bothering me because I'm already starting to use the skin tones for the girl. So I need this part to be black. But before I add black, I'm adding very dark shade of purple. And see if that helps. Well, it looks better. Yeah, it looks better. It's quite good. And the good thing about doing this trick with wash and your water-based markers is that you can paint on top of that easily. No problem. Okay. So I still owe you this turtle, Marty. And I have it here in the things that I need to do. But that has to wait a little bit after July the 10th. As soon as I have a little bit more of a free time. This is another purple violet. It doesn't have a name. Yeah, I still need to, let me just show you. I know that this one is pending. So I do want to color this one. But I'm going to be using Inktense for that one. But first, let's finish summer school. This level that I'm teaching is harder. Is the highest, is a high intermediate. Not that all the students are high intermediate, some of them have problems in their speaking or writing, but they can communicate. What's the important thing? I'm trying to, where's my photo? Reference photo. Oh, I didn't. Here it is. I'm going more or less in between these two, but I'm not going to do this sharp light. I wanted to keep it soft, more or less like this. Have a big delay today because of my internet. I have the two devices connected onto two different internet suppliers. I have one for the stream here and another one for the live chat that I have there. So I'm taking long to see your messages and read, and that's why my reactions are also a bit delayed. Okay, let's go to these. Here I have two cinnamon tones. So let's see. This one's a little bit more dusty. I just want a nice transition here, and it's hard. It's hard to make a transition because I'm not used to these colors. But anyway, I mentioned last Saturday that I had Christopher Runciman, and he gave a nice talk to my students about creativity, because that was one of the units. And I'm kind of looking for another person who volunteers to either be in a Zoom call or have their channel in a live stream and maybe dedicate 20 minutes to tell my students something about his, her life. If you are retired, talk a little bit about your previous career, jobs. These are students at university. So they are 18 to 20 years, more or less, 18 to 20 years old. So they could really benefit not only from listening to different accents, because my accent is not perfect. I'm not a native speaker. So that would be benefit one. And benefit two, it's an insight on real job experiences. Some of these kids want to work abroad. They want to work outside Mexico and have a life or a career there. So probably be helpful to have some advice, because I don't think it's that easy. And you can probably tell me right now is I don't think that's easy, even if they just graduate. I think that they see these like, oh, okay, I'm a lawyer, or I'm an accountant, or I'm a marketeer, and then I have my resume, I'm from this university. Let me just go to the USA, knock on the door, and here, I have the job. I don't think that's easy. But I think the syllabus or the programs or whatever, they are different. So, because I saw that with a friend in Australia. She married an Australian and she moved. She's been there for what, 13 years? 14 years? I'm not sure. more or less. So she took her papers, her diplomas, training courses, everything she got here in Mexico, and they told her, this is not valid here. If you want to work, you have to study. And well, she's got her baby, and now the baby's like 10 years old, so she went back to school. She just finished her degree, just finished university. So now she's able to work. And she's more or less my age. She's around 50, 52, more or less. And she went back to university to study and be able to work. Her husband is an actor, theater actor, so I suppose the income was not the best. So it was a big struggle, you know, for her too. Yeah, I think this one is darker. Yeah, this is the darkest one. This one is close to this. Let me test. Yeah, this is the same. Okay. But well, going back to the story. It was hard for her to get her degree. I suppose she studied online because of the pandemic. Yeah, I know. The thing is that he is not extremely attractive or good looking, and you know there is a limited market for actors like that, and they always play the villains and things like this. I think he was in a big budget movie once or twice, I don't know much. But you know, some actors just do love theater and they don't want to go outside that comfort zone. Who knows? We don't have a lot of theater venues here. Most of the venues are in Mexico City, and towns like my own have probably one or two venues, and you don't get to see a lot of productions going around. It's more movies and cinema. Not necessarily that Mexican cinema is good. I don't like it. It's the same all the time. Same actors, same awful stories with the stereotypes. You just have few Mexican actors or cinema directors that have kind of broken the wall and become famous. Salma Hayek, one of them. She started in soap operas here in Mexico. But she had a vision. She had a vision to go and do something else. And then we have this other Mexican actor, Eugenio Derbez. I don't like him that much. I don't think he's a good actor, but well. Some people love his movies. He was a comedy actor. And his comedy programs, yeah, were fun when you were a kid, but not right now. He has acted in American productions, as far as I know, but he's not my favorite. Good actors. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I can mention good. Directors. Well, we have Guillermo del Toro, is one of the best animators. And he's always pushing Mexicans the latest production, Pinocchio, was animated fully in Mexico, Guadalajara. I think it's the second or the third biggest city, because he is from Guadalajara, Jalisco. So his movie Pinocchio was produced and animated there, and I think the work is outstanding. The other ones, Alejandro González Iñárritu. I forgot the one of Roma. But, I mean, those are good guys. They have really, really good ideas, and they made it big in Hollywood. But I'm not a fan of the type of movies they produce. I admire the work, but I'm not a big fan. But well, okay. I never acted in theater, Marty, so I cannot really tell you. Let me just check. Just turn off my light, because now we have light coming from this side. I hope it doesn't darken too much what I'm going to be doing here. No, I don't think so. But I never acted, Marty. I never acted. I think I did my share in like high school. That was just one play, and it was because it was mandatory to be there, but I rather be in the back part, part of the staff. And that's it. I was happy there. Lots of memorization things that I don't like. I'm not good at memory things. Let me check. What am I going to do here? This could work. Not the same light, but it could work here because her eyes are closed. I have coached students into role playing in English. That's it. And that's for our production evaluation, so it's not really that they need to be great actors, for a role play. But that's the only thing. I think my dad just woke up because I heard his phone, but well, he's not going to really get up right now. He's going to be there watching YouTube or goofing around with his phone for some minutes. I like this color. Is this? I'm going to show it to you. It's this one. It's a very, very good like primer for shadows. This one is also nice, but I like this one more. So I'm learning a little bit of skin tone and how to use primers and whites and these kind of undertones from YouTube. So what I'm doing here is just pure experimentation, It's the first time I'm using this method for color skin, and let's see how it goes. Oh, this is fast. I'm an hour into the stream. Wow. I hope I'm not boring you, because I'm not really paying a lot of attention to what I say. This normally happens to me. Good eye. This one is too dark. I like this one, but yeah, I don't pay a lot of attention when I color, just, especially skin, I'm trying to concentrate in what I'm doing here. Great, Marty. I like a lot what you post there in your Facebook page, the centangles and all those little things, because those are things that I don't normally do. Now I'm kind of addicted again to color pencils. And mixing them with wash and all of those little things. That's what I'm really trying to do. There's a common challenge going on right now on YouTube. I don't know if you have seen it, or maybe because I have been clicking on those shorts quite much. The algorithm is showing me a lot of those challenges. And they grab a page. Either they draw it, which is most of the cases, they draw the page, they draw a face and they divide it with a line, and they put, okay, 1 hour coloring, 10 hours coloring. But it's a short and it's like 2 minutes. So of course everything's speed up or just like small shots showing the progress, a lot of close-ups, you know, like to the pencil and this micro area. And I have seen both, like different occasions, like the 1 hour and the 10 hour. The 1 hour is fun, you know, because they finish the half of the drawing in 1 hour. And I've been coloring this for already 1 hour and I haven't even finished the flowers or part of the face. So definitely, I don't think I'll excel in that challenge. So, and they are kids, Marty. They are adolescents. They are like 16, 18-year-old kids, and they are just having fun with that. I don't know. I believe that 10 hour, I cannot sit for 10 hours and do a coloring. That's impossible for me. I cannot do it. So to record a 10-hour challenge, it would be probably 2 weeks for me. I might not even finish, but who knows? Yeah, so the algorithm is showing me that, and it's quite fun. There is a teenager. I don't know why I started getting her shorts. She's a very good artist. I think she's around 20 years, probably 20, 21 years old, max. And her name is Julia Gisela, or Gisela. Here in Spanish we will say Julia Gisela, but the two consonants have the same sound. And she's the one promoting these challenges, the 1 hour, 10 hour, 1 hour, 10 hour. I mean, if I'm not sure if the timing is okay, but if she really does that in 1 hour, she's really good. And the one of 10 hours is amazing. I think I should start. That's why this is bothering me, the eyebrow. Let's see, this one is very dark. They're fun to watch. So And they normally use markers, so that's why it's also fast, because they use or alcohol markers for all the base colors. So that is fast to do, and then you just go and shade with a color pencil. So if they do that, the 1 hour is fast. And then once you have all your base colors, then the shading shouldn't take that much. Well, I always say that this is, when you take hours to do this, it's very relaxing. Just play your favorite music, something nice with a nice kind of rhythm, something that you like, and there you go. You'll be able to enjoy hours of whatever you like: coloring, handicrafts, card making, I don't know. Those challenges of 1 hour, 10 hours are just made to go and show off, you know, to boast, like, oh yeah, I can do this. Oh, well, that's nice, good, I'm not you. Everyone has got their own gifts and talents, so if it takes me 20 hours, it will take me 20 hours. That's it. I think what I can do in 1 hour is just to lay the base colors with a marker, probably. And after that, I'll go for details, like the one that I have here that I know I had shown on camera. Yeah, I think I did. This one was originally pure watercolor, and I liked it. I think it was good. But then I found my neon Prismacolors, and this is cheap watercolor. These are not Daniel Smith or, I don't know, Winsor Newton. I mean, these are cheap Chinese watercolors. So I decided to use the equivalent Prismacolor Junior. This is something that is not going to go for selling or something. Well, maybe, but it will be very cheap. And I improved this one with color pencils. So this is something that probably took me 6-7 hours. Probably. But then this is mixed media paper, so this was nice paper to work with. No, this is watercolor paper. This is hot press watercolor paper. Yeah, so yeah, it's 140 pounds, like 300 grams. So this one is watercolor paper, so it didn't wrinkle that much. But then I decided to test this paper, and this paper has got a lot of tooth. So this one is cold press. Yeah, cold press paper. Good for watercolor. But I wanted to test this one with Derwent and Prismacolor. Let me show you the set. Let me just move these to where it doesn't bother me that much. I decided to test this very, very textured tooth paper with these guys, the pastel ones. So this one, because of the tooth, I have to do this with lots of layers. So it was hard to try and cover the tooth, and still, if I put it close for you to see, you can still see some areas that still have these white little things here. So this was hard. This was hard. That's why I'm not so keen into going into the challenges, you know, the 1 hour, 10 hour, because I might not produce something that I like. I might just go and say, this is not the quality work that I want to show. Yeah, thank you, Marty. The other rows took long time. And I'm going to show you what I'm working with that I have been telling you for some weeks that I haven't advanced much. And I haven't advanced much because of the heat. Because the material, I need to manipulate this with my hands. And right now that is so hot. It's very difficult to manipulate. And I'm talking about modeling clay. So as this is very waxy, the moment I just over manipulate this with my hands, it gets all over the place, and it just doesn't stay, or just gets very sticky, or suddenly you start feeling the wax or the oil coming out and just getting into your hands. So I haven't been able to do anything in the last 3 weeks because of that, because of the heat wave. And I'm using this kids material. I'm repurposing this because I've been mentioning that my niece, and here you can see the stain. So my niece is growing up, and now she wants to use grown-up material. Those are bad news for my sister because she wants more expensive things. But I'm going to see if I have the photo here. Let me just go and check my photos. And then I'm going to show you what I'm trying to do here. No, I don't have it here. I don't have this one here. Well, you take a small amounts of this, and I'm going to put it here. And then you manipulate it to paint with this. I've been keeping this one in the freezer so it doesn't melt. And I don't want really to manipulate it right now because the colors, they just stay. They stay in your fingers. And this is another rose, but look at the beautiful details you can do. So as soon as this heat wave kind of goes away a little bit, I'll try to continue with this. Right now it's just impossible. It's 7:20 and my temperature right now, it's going up. Today is not going to be that hot. We're probably going to be close to 84. But I think right now we're in a 50 degrees, so we're getting close to 50 degrees. So manipulating this is going to be just so difficult. That's why I want to do. I keep this in a very cool area of my studio. I just killed my allergies. So anyway, that's why I haven't been able to show this to you, because it's just so hot. I cannot manipulate it. But when I finish this one, it's going to be really nice. I got inspired by a Chilean artist named Jacinta Besa. She is the creator of the technique, but she goes more into the impressionism, kind of Monet kind of a style. So she offers a course in online, but I follow her on Instagram and I just zoomed in to see what she does, and it's not really complicated, so I'm not going to pay for a course. I kind of know what she does, and she works on acrylic surfaces like this one, because the clay sticks much better. I'm working on wood. With that material, it's necessary to add a little bit of white glue, so your clay stays there. Okay. I think I kind of like how this is coming. I'm going to definitely, I always go to black. Yeah, the coloring, the lines are not like the best. I mean, look at the eyebrow, it's just there, like shape, when it should be more ethereal and look really like I'm producing some shadow here. But if I move down, or if I move my camera, you won't be able to see this. My neighbor is getting ready for going to work. Okay, doesn't look bad. Lots of layers going on until this blend. I need to use my magnifier to see if this is blending correctly. But as far as I can see, it is. Where's my email? Okay, here we go. The nose is very, very wide. I'm not sure if I can add these. Oh, this is more chalky than might not add properly. Why? Because I didn't put it before. So I'll have to find my white Prisma. Oops, I lost connection. I'm not sure if I'm still live. Oh yeah, it says that's still live. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap it here. And I'm going to continue painting this off camera with these two sets. This one that I think is really good. I like the texture. I won't buy something bigger. I'm not a big fan of the Scholar line of Faber-Castell. I'm not a big fan there. I like how these colors perform because I have used them before. I think it's a nice option if you like skin colors, and it's a good option. Tones are just great. And I've got color pencils by Lyra, call it Lyra in Spanish. But I'm a big fan of these. So if I'm going to buy more colors, it's going to be this. I have found a store here in Querétaro that sells these individual. They have individual stock. Not all that 120, but they have grays and browns that are the ones that I want to use for my kids, my little animals. So I'm going to put this here. Oops. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. Not sure. It all depends on how much I can advance with my class preparation. Okay, so thank you very much for coming. Today we didn't have a banner going there because I really wanted you to see the complete screen and everything here. So thank you very much, guys, for coming. Remember that if you are new watching this, please share, subscribe, make a comment, come back. So see you around and take care. Bye.